Good morning, friends. It's Nicole, and I thought I would show you really quickly. Well, I guess it won't be quick, but this is all the stuff that I harvested from my magazines last night, and I thought I'd go through and ooh, I am so sorry. Go through and cut everything up and put it where it goes in my designated baskets. So I thought I would just show you guys. This pile right here is specifically all the stuff that I harvested yesterday in my video. Okay. Oh, looks like I need to cut a little bit more off the bottom here so it's even. I am actually very particular about my images. I know that's, some people aren't. I am. So now I have, like, this is my small square basket, so that will go in there. I have You Can't Fake Delicious. Oh, I hope that's what I was supposed to be cutting out, but I think it is. Yes, it is. Okay. Let's see here. Sometimes I just cut my stuff with scissors because I don't really... the trimmer sometimes rips things. Like I just started this video and I ripped an image, so I started the video over, but there. Okay. So then I have my small basket for my small squares, and then, oh, there's a hummingbird outside my window in my gladiolas, you guys. Oh my gosh. It's like 3 feet from me right now. Oh, it is so, oh my gosh. I wish I could take a picture, but I'm recording with my phone. Oh, it's so cute. How often do you get to see just a gladiola, a hummingbird that close? Not very often. Okay, so here's some of my words. So I keep those there, so I'll just leave that open. Okay, on this page I was going to cut this out right here. And sometimes while I'm cutting stuff up, I find other things that I missed the first time around, so that's kind of fun. It also depends what kind of mood I'm in as to what I notice. I've noticed. Let's see. I'm going to cut out this, A New Spin on Growing Up. I don't remember seeing that last night. Correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, this paper trimmer is driving me nuts. I'm just going to cut this up with my scissors. You don't need to cut this part out. Oops. Okay, A New Spin on Growing Up. What else do I have? That's kind of a cute image. But I'm going to toss it because this paper's kind of thin. Okay, so this would be a fussy cut. This is a fussy cut. This is a fussy cut, but this also has words, so remember I wanted to cut this out. It's only a matter of time. If you hear snoring, it's Sherman. He's in here with me this morning. I do have another box for like my bigger words, but if it fits in here and it's small enough, I'll just put it in my little word box because I don't want to go find my bigger box. Okay, so this was a fussy cut. What I'm going to do is just really quickly cut out what I wanted to fussy cut, and I'll just set that aside for now. Let's see if there's anything. Oh, I do like this little bowl of fruit. Okay. I could cut out like social distancing and all that stuff. I just, you know what? I see a lot of people doing like in their daily creative journals or their art journals and iCads. Excuse me, I need a cup of coffee. I mean a sip of coffee, not a cup of coffee, but clearly I need that too. Anyways, posting about COVID and documenting it and stuff. And I suppose if I had started in the beginning of COVID, maybe I would do that, but it's depressing for me, so I just don't want to document it, if that makes sense. Okay, there's a lot of stuff on here that I liked. I remember I liked this quote, but I wanted to see, okay, well, I'm just going to go for it. The quotes are on both sides, so I have to pick one or the other, and I did really like this one. Probably just cut into, yeah, well, oh well. Okay. You don't have to be precise like me and use a paper trimmer and all that kind of stuff. You could just use your scissors, which I do sometimes, but I find that if it's crooked, it bothers me. This bothers me because the line is jagged because I need a new blade, so I'm just going to snip that off. Sometimes, you know, I'll sit here for like 5 minutes cutting a piece of paper, but other times it doesn't bother me as much. So I have this little thing here with like my smaller fussy cut images. It doesn't seem like there's a lot in here, but there's way more than you'd think. I've just been kind of putting some words right here, just so I have some quick words available to me when I'm doing stuff and I don't have to dig through my thing right here. I like this create, repeat. I have a lot of, I need to do like a theme, a creative theme in my glue book because I have a lot of the word create and stuff. I don't know why I haven't been using it. Okay, that can go in the recycling. So right down here to my left, you always see me kind of leaning down here. I have a bag, a paper bag that I use, and I put all my paper in it. That way when it's full, I can take it out to the recycle bin, or I have been known on many, many occasions, if I just need like a quick collage piece, or sometimes I'll look down and I see something there, or I remember I threw something away that I ended up needing or wanting, I can just kind of dig through this paper and find a scrap, or sometimes I just need a piece of scrap paper to write on. I just grab paper out of there. Okay, so here's this cute little image. Now I have my bigger square basket, so that'll go in there. And then nesting on top is my bigger fussy cut images, and I just keep all my baskets stacked. Be your own Zen pal. I don't know what that means, but I'm gonna cut it out because I like it. Would have been really good in my Zen page that I just did. Later today I'm going to be doing another page in my new glue book, my smaller one. I was asked if I was going to be working in my glue book, my new one, before finishing my other one, and the answer is yes. I always do that. Excuse me. I always have several glue books going at a time because I get really bored, and I don't want to get too bored to where I don't like the project anymore, if that makes sense. So sometimes I feel like doing a big random glue book page, and sometimes I feel like doing a small one. Sometimes I feel like doing, something else. So, oh, I didn't even look on the back. That's okay. All right. So let's cut this out. This is with that weird image that goes both ways, so I want to get it right in the middle there. Then cut out these hot air balloons. There. Now, see how cute that image is now? So you got to really look at your pages and cut them down, and you can create almost like a whole new image. And now I have this one. Oops, sorry. Oh, it's so, how do I, okay, close enough. You get the gist. Well, this is weird because there's like a floating top hat, but I'm kind of living for it. All right, so I have to cut this one in half. And what I mean by cutting this in half is, I don't know if you can tell here, but the image, this, hold on, this half of the image is upwards, and then if you flip it around, this half of the image. So I have to cut it in half to make the two images. Hope that makes sense. It's early. It's a little early for me to be making too much sense. I have restless legs right now. Oh, just, if you deal with that, I am so sorry, because I hate it. Okay, now I have this weird picture with a top hat, and some fish, and dolphins, and okay. I'm a little nervous about cutting this one with my trimmer. I feel like it's gonna rip. So I'm just gonna cut it with my scissors. There's happens to be a line on the other side that I can follow, so that makes me happy. Okay, and now there's this one. So I just got 4 images out of that I cut up and made my own. Okay, what else do I have here? A lot of this is fussy cut items. Oh, my pack. Ooh, the struggle is real. Okay, I like this. I've been thinking about kindness a lot lately. This is true. Being kind makes all the difference. Okay, so I'm going to cut this now. Jesus, got my animals making all kinds of noise. Sherman's snoring. Blanche is over here chewing on a dried noodle. If you hear the little crunchy crunch. Or maybe it's celery. I'm not sure. Okay, so this I'm going to put in my little bin over there. I think I'm going to cut out this that says a little boulder. That reminds me of Shrek. That's a nice boulder. I love that movie. That was the first movie that my oldest son like binge watched when he was like 2. You know how kids get these movies and they just have to watch them over and over and over again. He loved Shrek. So it makes me happy when I watch it. Not only because I like the movie, but because it makes me think of my son when he was just a wee one. Okay, my recycle bin is overflowing. Okay, what else? There's this one. Oh, I remember. These are different podcasts, and I liked some of the pictures in it. So let's see. Tune in to tune out. Kind of like that too. That's kind of how I feel about watching my friends on YouTube. I tune in to watch them while I tune out the rest of the world. Really to tune out my pain. That's what okay, I might, because I don't like this little, you guys can't see that. There's like a little word right there, so I'm gonna lightly fussy cut around that. Call your girlfriend. Okay. Let's cut this up. I have extra blades for this trimmer, and I always buy them. And I'm like, okay, I'm putting this in a special spot so I know right where they are. Literally don't have any idea where they are. So this one is technically a word, but it's also a little square. So I'm just going to put that in my square thingamabob, square images. Okay, same with that one. Oh, I hear a child. It's my youngest. He's up pretty early. I was hoping he would sleep a little bit longer. Okay, let's see. Every little thing. Let's cut these numbers off. There we go. really I just want this green one right here. Oh my goodness, I ripped it again. Oops, I ripped it again. There we go. Cut this down a little bit more. There we go. That's cute. Every little thing. Toss that out. We don't need anything about that. I was gonna, let's see, bring the outside in. Maybe I'll cut that out. That'll be good for like the nature journal. Okay. Or not nature journal. Nature glue book page. Hopefully you know what I meant. Okay. Definitely tell this is a Home Depot ad because it's orange and brown. Gag me. Okay. Put that over there. In with my other words. Tune in to tune out. I'm going to keep this long, but if I have a page that I could use these words for, I could cut it up and just do like tune in or just do tune out, whichevs. Oh my gosh, this lady just walked by with the cutest little dog. Totally like an old lady dog. And I love it. I want it. I have no idea what it was, but it was really cute. And it was like prancing as it was walking. I could tell it was very excited to be outside. Okay, put that over there. So this is basically my process. I just go through each page and cut out all my stuff. Oh wait, this was, oh yeah, let your creativity shine. That's what I wanted. I don't need the word summer anymore. I have that word cut out like a gazillion times. Just don't use it. Let your creativity shine. I like that. That's cute. I was thinking about cutting this picture out of her planting something, but it's just, I don't know. It's kind of not that exciting to me. Okay. All right, so now it's time for me to fussy cut. Put this out of the way. Oh wait, did I have more? Oh my gosh, I had so much more. Oh boy. I thought I was like done. Okay, let me find the rest of the stuff that I wanted to fussy cut. Oh boy, so much more stuff. Okay, so I actually have a basket over here, but I have my iPad on it right now, where I put all the items that need to be fussy cut, and then I can just pick up that basket and take it with me like if I'm sitting on the couch. So this is what I would put in there right now, but I need to go back and cut the rest of this stuff out. Okay, I want this fish. I feel like I've cut this fish out before, but I think I fussy cut it. Okay, but I'm not going to do that this time. There we go. Oh, look how pretty that is. So pretty. Okay, so that'll go in my bigger images. Oh yeah. Okay. These are both very pretty. But I'm going to go with these because these don't have any people in them and the other ones did. And I'm particular. There are little numbers on here from the ad, and I don't want those. I just cut those off. And let's cut this side. Okay, put that in my image. This will go in my small image. Small square. I say square, but that implies rectangles too. Okay, so those all go over there. Down another page. Oh wait, I still have a little bit left. Nope, that's just words. Okay, it's on this side. Nope, go on with this side. Cut that off. And there's a word on there. Technically, you know, I could just leave the word and then cover it later with an image, but I just don't. It bothers me. Okay, so I have that. Put that in my big pile. And there is a little number here, but instead of cutting the bottom off of the tire, I think I'm just going to cut where the number is. There. Okay. Nice and colorful. Big pile. What did I have here? Oh yeah, something special. I wanted to cut that. Oh, and I wanted to cut her out. I thought she was cute. Oh my gosh, did I just cut? I did. Ah, such an idiot. I knew the second I was doing it too, and I didn't stop. Oh well. That's okay. It's totally fine. Let's see here. And there's words at the bottom here. I don't like those. Cutting them off. In turn, I cut off her foot. I don't care. Okay, putting that with my images. I'm going to cut this down and then see if I still like it. If I don't like it, I'm going to toss it. Nope, I like it. Okay. Put that over there. What did I have here? I had this boot, and then I had it said full bloom. I know I liked that. Okay, full bloom. I've gotten to the point where I just can't save every image. I have a, if there's something there that you're like, ah, I can't believe you're throwing that away. I might have a ton of that already, and if I haven't been using it, I have to stop cutting those out because I'm clearly just not using them, even though they're good images. Even the boldest won't stick around. That's what I wanted to cut it, and I was going to cut the lip part out. So this technically says even the boldest lip won't stick around, but I'm going to cut out the lip part. And then make this a whole new sentence. Even the boldest won't stick around. There. Love it. And I suppose I could fussy cut out this lip again. Where are my little fussy cut images? What did I do with those? Are they at the bottom? Yep. Throw that down there. There's another one. Put that in there. Okay, what did I have here? I had this. Let time fly, you might get to an exceptional place. I liked that quote. There, let time fly. Okay. And this was going to be like a background piece. Ooh, do I want this? Welcome to the issue. No. Okay, so I actually don't really like this image very much, but I feel like it's such a good background piece, I have to keep it. This is where the problem comes in. Okay, so put that with my bigger images. A little sip of coffee. There's a nice little couple that walks by every day in the morning. They walk, hold on, I have to pop my back. Ugh. Oh yeah, that felt good. And they walk really fast. They're doing like a little speed walking session. And I think he was just holding an umbrella in his hand when he was walking by really fast, but the first thing I thought, it looked like a whip. That's the first thing that came to my mind, and then I was like, oh no, that must be an umbrella. It's a little overcast today. Our weather is just so funky. It's either really nice or like rainy and overcast. There's no gray area. No pun intended, but don't. I probably shouldn't be fussy cutting right now because things are not perfect, but that's okay. All right, so there's one image. Put that with my little bucket. And then this one, I like the orange, so I'm going to leave a little bit of a border because I like color. So if there's color, I don't want to get rid of all of it. So these are my fussy cutting scissors. Somebody was asking me what I use to fussy cut. These are Tim Holtz, and they are serrated. So I find that, I don't know if you've ever been fussy cutting, and you know how when you cut wrapping paper and you can slide your knife, oh my gosh, are you using knives to cut wrapping paper? Wow. Your scissors, and it can just kind of slide all the way down the paper to cut it, and it's like super satisfying. Okay, well, when you're fussy cutting, your scissors can slip like that and slice, you know, like kind of go too far. And I hate that. So with these, they have very teeny, there's no way you could see this, or maybe, but very teeny tiny serrated edges there, and it kind of grabs onto the paper and kind of holds it a little bit. And you know, I have like my hand, I have carpal tunnel, my hands are like super swollen, or my wrists and my hands. This side's worse obviously because it's my right hand, but I get my hands hurt really bad, and I just don't have to squeeze my scissors as hard, and it just really holds on to the paper, and I feel like I get, plus these things are sharp little suckers. I mean, you can hear when I cut, you can hear the little, can you hear that? That's the serrated on the paper. Yeah, they're really sharp and they have a fine little tip, and I don't know, so you can see how like tiny this little piece is right here. I mean, these are very small. So these are the Tim Holtz Iconic. So when I'm fussy cutting, I always keep big scissors nearby to cut the image out of the page, like a rough cut, because it's kind of a pain to cut, you know, out an image with these tiny scissors. So I just kind of do that to get the rough cut, and then I'll go through with these and actually fussy cut the image, if that makes sense. I hate cutting round things. If they're not perfect, it drives me nuts. So I'll sit here for like ever. Okay. Oh boy, it's way too, I need to wait later in the day to fussy cut. My hands aren't quite working right yet. Some people are probably like, oh my God, just cut it. And you know what? In my head, I'm doing the same thing, but okay. So there's that. Put that in there. Another one down. Okay, so this has already been over 30 minutes of me just cutting. So essentially, the rest of this stuff is just fussy cut items, and this could take me forever. So I'm just going to go through and cut out all these things and put them in the right baskets that they belong in. I'm done with my words, so I'll put those away. So yeah, that's what I do with all my images. I try to get through the stack that I harvested right away. Sometimes I'm just having a very fatigued day and I just can't do it. So that's why I have this basket over here that I just lay all these images in. And I know that these are images that need to be cut and fussy cut and that kind of stuff. So that's kind of nice to have that, 'cause sometimes I'm sitting here watching my friends' videos and I will look over and see that basket of things that need to be cut, and I'll just sit down and just knock out, you know, a few pages like I just did here while I'm watching my friends. So yeah, that's how I harvest the harvest. So thank you so much for watching, guys, and stay tuned. I'm gonna do another glue book spread in my new glue book, and there's a theme to it, and I'll be doing that later today. So have a great day, guys. See you later. Bye.